So hi everyone, welcome back. This is the second episode of the Inner Track. Today I'm here with Matt. Matt, can you just introduce yourself? Tell us a bit about you.
Yeah, so I'm Matt. I'm 23. My main part of motorsport is I'm marshal, and I work in karting as event staff, but mainly as a marshal. I'm coming up to 1 year of kart marshalling to about just under 2 years of marshalling in general. Um, Other than that, I do quite a bit of sim racing. I've hosted leagues, run leagues, been a part of leagues, kind of in the past. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, all right, that's awesome. So how did you get into the marshalling? What inspired you to go into marshalling? What made you want to in the end?
So, I'd always had it on the radar of something I wanted to do. Um, and but it kind of never took fruition. Um, I suppose kind of how I got into kart marshalling, especially, was I knew I wanted to work in motorsport, but I have no mechanic background, engineering background. I just kind of treated it as a hobby. I never thought of it as like a career prospect. So I thought, okay, what should I try and pursue? Just give me a goal. And I thought, well, I've done sim racing for a bit, so I could probably do a little bit of coaching for like Bambinos. So like, I understand the basics, all right. Um, so I literally just put a message in a Facebook group saying looking to get into motorsport. Um, any kind of coaching opportunities out there. Um, and I had a message from a lad called Sammy who works for Fat Kart League, which used to be called Global Kart League last
Yeah,
year. Um, and he said, "Oh, do you want to come to fullback and we'll just give you a bit of a trial and see how it goes?" And it was the first time I'd worked with kids, first time I'd worked with a group of people, first time I'd worked away, and it kind of went really well. So how that ended up coming into marshalling was my third shift with Global Kart League as it was back then. We did it at Wilton, and I ended up chatting to somebody from Wilton, and they said, "Oh, you should join the Marshall Club because like it'd be really good skills to have." And yeah, I signed up, and then it stuck pretty much from that.
yeah, that's incredible, really.
Yeah.
That's a really yeah, that's awesome. Um, so what's your like favorite memory or event that you've marshaled at?
Um, The the really, really good events are the club rounds at Wilton. Um, and you can just tell that just because there's from in the we have like a WhatsApp group for the marshals, and those are the ones that tend to get the most sign-ups. Because you have the marshals, you have MSUK people there as well. And you have like grids of 30 carts, 30 juniors storming round. So those are probably my favorite. In terms of memories, like I've marshaled when I think it's Ai Komatsu's son's been on track. Other kind of famous engineers and drivers have had their kids in karting, and sometimes you don't even clock it. Your brain doesn't even clock like that they're significant in any way. And then you only realize afterwards when like they post on Instagram saying like, "Oh, we had a good day at Wilson today." And I'm like, "Oh, so it was you? Okay, cool." Um, yeah, I'm definitely kind of more this year. A lot of the kids who were Bambino age last year that I did my original coaching with, they've now gone into cadets this year. And there have been, although I don't do as much work with FKL, I've kind of signed myself up to Marshall for when FKL have been in town. And like you see those kids, some of them are starting to get like their first podiums, first race wins. So that's pretty nice to see.
Yeah. So do you like race yourself in anything? Or have you?
Um, so I used to do karting when I was a kid. Um, I did the Daytona. I've got like
Oh, yeah.
they do like I started on Sunday mornings
Mm.
at Daytona, um, and then kind of got to DMAX, like Sodies and DMAXs. Um, but unfortunately, I had to give it up due to money, as always.
It's yeah,
Um, and then, well, then kind of luckily when lockdown hit, obviously we were all trapped in our rooms,
yeah,
so I joined a couple F1 leagues kind of around that time. I was on controller at the time as well. Um, that kind of got me back into racing
yeah,
again. I kind of restored my passion for racing. So then I ended up buying my own wheel. Then I moved on to Assetto Corsa Competizione, did a few endurances. Um, and yeah, now I'm trialing out iRacing, which is killing my account again.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, it's worth it though. Like
Oh yeah,
it's frustrating, but it is the place to be at the moment,
it
definitely. I mean,
is.
LMU is getting there,
Yeah,
but I think iRacing is still the place to be.
yeah. That's really funny you mentioned all that. I do karting at Daytona, Milton Keynes now.
Oh,
It is
oh yeah,
Thursday night league sometimes, and then just
oh yeah,
sessions in DMAX.
that's cool.
And then I'm also just trying out iRacing now. So
Oh,
it's
nice.
yeah, that's true.
We'll have to get a team together.
Oh yeah,
Of
definitely.
that'd be
Yeah,
amazing.
I would. Yeah, yeah. So I guess I'll ask you, what is your sim setup?
So I've got Fanatec 2.5, CSL DED. That's the launch version because I got like a bundle when the CSL DED
Nice.
came out. I've recently upgraded my pedals to CSL Elite version 2s just because that was only this year though, so the ones broke. They have like a rubber, um, I think it's like a rubber damming, which
Yeah,
basically just stops the energy from your foot breaking into the pedal, and it had all like disintegrated and turned to dust. Um, so I ended up deciding, I'll just get the version twos because
yeah,
apparently they fit. That's the main problem they fixed with the version twos.
yeah,
And I can't remember what the proper name for it, but it was the first seat and frame that Fanatec did as well.
yeah.
Um, about a year old now, I think. Or they
Nice.
did this really fancy one that they've just launched.
Yeah,
Um, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm still wearing an old Thrustmaster wheel, but
Hey,
it
don't
also
mock
gets
it.
no,
There,
no.
there are
That's
there
some
are
they're good
kids
wheels. Yeah,
there are kids beating me on 10-year-old Logitechs.
yeah.
It's kind of
Oh
depressing.
yeah, yeah. No, that's yeah. So in any sim, what's your best car and track combination?
Uh, best car and track. It used to be pre-handling update on ACC. It was the Bentley GT3 around Bathurst.
Nice. Yeah,
I could on there's a platform called Low Fuel Motorsport. It's like they try and emulate the iRacing ranked system,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's for ACC and
yeah,
they do a few other games now. That was definitely one where I could fight for a podium
yeah,
in the what would have been split two. There's fewer people now who play it, so it'd be split one now, but back then it was massive, so it'd be split two.
yeah.
Um, at the moment, I'm actually trying to sort of explore more tracks, but I think Bathurst is still a good one to go for. Maybe like an Aston Martin
Yeah,
GT3 because I really like when the engine's at the front because I can place the nose and especially on the top of the hill section. My driving style is just used to just placing the nose and
yeah,
just letting the rear follow.
yeah,
Um, and there's that, and there's also Alton Park. I'm pretty handy
yeah.
around as
That's
well.
yeah, yeah.
But I think I would go Bathurst. I get more of a thrill around Bathurst than any other
It's
track.
yeah. And back to iRacing, I guess. What discipline are you most focused on iRacing? What,
I'm quite near the beginning. So I did do a lot of the formula stuff,
Yeah.
but like a lot of my friends want to like we all want to do Daytona next year.
Mm.
So I've recently switched to do the sports cars.
Yeah.
So mostly just MX-5s. I tried the M2s, but they didn't handle that well, and I was about 2 seconds off the pace. But
Yeah. Yeah. I,
yeah,
I, yeah. I just race Formula cars, really. I tried MX-5s. They're
oh
really,
yeah,
really twitchy. Is so I can't quite get my head
they
around.
are.
Is Yeah.
I think you got to drive them in their own way.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Um, like a lot of early turning compared to, especially if you're in the Formula cars, you mostly do.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly.
Yeah. See, whereas I think with a Formula car, it's mainly the middle of the corner,
Yeah,
your
definitely.
minimum speed. Yeah, MX-5, you just gotta like turn in way earlier
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just like even just munch a curb if you have to.
Yeah.
But it is weird. Like I've gone from to the racing one category for a while and then gone back to it, and it's like, how do I drive again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um. Yeah. That's awesome. We'll talk about some like real life racing now. Do you watch F1? Do you
yeah.
follow F1?
I do. I do watch F1.
So, probably the biggest question now, what do you think is going to happen with the Drivers' Championship?
Um, hmm. I understand the hype around Max coming back.
Yeah.
I think the issue is Max has performed very well on two straight line speed tracks.
Hmm.
So the media have kind of not quite realized that. But
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I think as soon as we get to I think when we get to Singapore, well, the Singapore can be an outlier at times, but I think Singapore, I think McLaren will be stronger again.
Yeah.
Um, I think Oscar still has, even though we had a poor weekend, I think Oscar still has the upper hand.
Yeah.
Um, Lando lacks that ruthless mentality. Like Lando really should have done better in quali, and I know he's thinking about the championship, but he really should have taken more of a risk with Yuki. Just to have a go. If you
Yeah.
lock up, run wide, but at least you're like, I'm going to win this at any cost.
Yeah.
So I do think it is going to be Oscar and then Lando.
Yeah.
I think Max will get closer, but I don't think he'll get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think there's anyone on the grid right now or who's left us what in the last few years who doesn't have a championship, who you reckon could have a championship if they were put in the right car?
Um, Probably the driver that I favor most, which is Nico Hülkenberg.
Yeah. Yes.
He was second choice if Hamilton go to Mercedes.
Hmm.
He was second choice if Perez didn't go to Red Bull.
Yeah.
Second choice if Ricardo wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I don't know how true this is, but apparently there was a talk with Ferrari at some point when they were kind of when Kimi was like deciding what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Um, I think Pierre Gasly's nearly there.
Yeah.
Uh,
That would be my choice.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a solid choice.
Yeah.
I mean, so he is ruthless. He has that ruthless
Oh,
mentality. We saw him dragging a Toro Rosso at podiums and race win.
yeah.
So yeah, I really hope Alpine can stop messing around and give him a
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah. So do I. Alfie needs to get their act together.
Yeah,
Yeah. Did
yeah.
you do you go to any F1 races? Have you been to any F1 races?
I have, but not for a while. The last one I went
Yeah.
to was 2018 Silverstone.
Yeah.
I even have a video on my phone of Brendan Hartley having a suspension failure or something,
Yeah.
flying himself into a barrier.
Yeah.
Um, but no, that was a good one. That's when we had I think that was the one where we had the late safety car and Mercedes stayed out, and we had Ferrari charging through the field.
Yeah.
Um, like the Vettel and Bottas fight, and that was really fun.
Yeah.
I
That's
did I did go to one in 2013 as well, but I don't remember that as well because I was
Yeah,
only like 11.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. What's your favorite racing series to watch then? If it's
I do try and watch a bit of everything. I used to just watch F1, but I do
yeah,
try and watch like I'll always watch Le Mans when it's
yeah,
on.
yeah, definitely.
Um, my favorite is, although I don't know a lot about it, because it was behind a lot of geo restrictions, which they've loosened up for the season, and that was the V8 Supercar,
Mm.
Australian V8 Supercar
Yeah,
series.
yeah, yeah,
I just love the sound, especially at the start when they're all like bouncing off the limiter.
yeah.
Uh,
That's yeah. Well, that's all the questions I've got. That's great. Thank you.
cool, no worries.
Yeah, that's some
Thanks,
brilliant
thanks.
stories about getting into marshalling and stuff.
Yeah,
All
it's
really
kind of mad.
interesting.
It
Yeah,
was just
it's
like I just literally just threw my hat in the ring and just thought,
oh
let's
yeah,
see what happens. And
yeah,
then it happened.
yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
brilliant. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks for your
thank you.
time.
See ya.